Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for my dearest Scorpios. Scorpio, we're going to take a look at the person who broke your heart, and we're going to take a look at, what they may be thinking or feeling, how they're viewing you and the relationship. We're also going to look at the lessons that you're meant to learn from this relationship and see if there's any future action that they may take, and we'll try to get as much advice for you as possible. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what messages come through, please, for my dearest Scorpios. Clear messages and guidance, please, for my dear Scorpios, for their highest and greatest good. Clear messages and guidance, please, for my Scorpios regarding this person, for their highest and greatest good. Okay, so we have home. We have self-sabotage. Okay. And we also have discover your life purpose. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, is that many of you may have been dealing with someone who had a very rough childhood. I feel like they've got a lot of unhealthy learned, patterned behavior when it comes to love and romance. This could be coming from a broken home or an abusive home. Again, not everyone who comes from a broken home continues that pattern in their love life, but I do see here with your person, and they have a tendency, I feel, to give in. This is either giving in to vices or just sabotaging connections, definitely the connection with you, but it feels like it's a pattern of behavior that really has a lock on this person. It's almost like I feel somewhere along the way that this person was told or taught that somehow they didn't deserve the best, that they didn't deserve love and, and balance. And so I feel they've got this pattern here of self-sabotage that has carried over into their love life and into this connection. Now, by no means am I making excuses for any bad behavior here. But I do also see here that discover your life purpose, that for many of you, whether this is for my Scorpios out there or it's for your person, this relationship has created a type of understanding or awakening that may be putting you on your true path, and hopefully your person as well. For many of you, that I feel this is somebody who's very, very creative, and we see the sexual arts here as well. So I feel this is somebody who's very sensual and very creative. I feel like my Scorpios out there, you play a big part in that. I feel that you really taught this person a lot. And I feel also that the divine does sometimes come into our lives and will, tower moment, or give us a tower moment in relationships when it's not for our highest and greatest good. And so someone in this connection here is being put on their true soul's path as a result of the lessons learned in this connection, as a result of, an awakening here. And I feel, Scorpio, I'm getting that this person is or has been or was very inspired by you. But I also feel that there's some deep rooted patterns, embedded in their DNA of self-sabotage, something that they've learned most likely from growing up or from, the home that they came from. And again, I can't say enough. It doesn't mean to be, I'm not meaning this to be an excuse for bad behavior, but an understanding. So let's see, clear messages and guidance for my Scorpios, please. Okay, so your person's energy is the 9 of Wands. Okay. How they're viewing you, Scorpio, is the 7 of Cups. Yeah. I kind of feel, Scorpio, that you have an energy that really inspired this person. Like, I feel like you are sort of wild and free and creative, or whatever it is that you do. I feel like you are very different for this person. I feel that you serve as inspiration for this person, regardless of how things are right now. And they view the connection as the Three of Wands. Okay. And the overall energy, we have the Queen of Wands energy in reverse. Okay, so we do get a lot of fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag coming through. The Queen of Wands tells me that, you know, one or both of you may have been very triggered. I also feel somebody here may have also been very, or is very hot-tempered. The Nine of Wands energy is the wounded warrior. So I can see here that your person is definitely carrying around some deep wounds that I feel come from past relationships, yes, but ultimately come from their upbringing, come from their home, how they learn to give and receive love. All right, so let's see. Why is the Nine of Wands here for Scorpio's person? I can see that you were both quite triggered in this relationship. Okay, Four of Swords energy in reverse. Yeah, confirmation. The Four of Swords in reverse takes us back to the Three of Swords, and that to me is the original trine, mother, father, child. So this person is very, very deeply affected by whether it's abuse or hardship in the family home or where they grew up. There's some deep healing here that needs to take place. And the Page of Wands energy in reverse. Yeah, I feel many of my Scorpios, you are dealing or were dealing with someone who's got quite a temper. I feel like they have a hard time sort of focusing and channeling their energy. And that may even be, you know, they may have a hard time with commitment, and not only in love and relationships, but really like sticking to something. Because I'm getting, and I don't mean this in a, I'm not trying to be funny here, but I get like sort of a little bit of a spastic energy off of this Page of Wands in reverse. And so again, I don't mean that in a rude way. I mean that in kind of a frenetic, chaotic, like the very impulsive energy from this person. And I feel like that actually causes a lot of problems for them, with an inability here for follow through is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody who can be very frenetic, very chaotic, very impulsive, kind of all over the place. And with the wounded warrior there with the Nine of Wands, I feel that they struggle. I feel like that's a pattern that they have struggled with, and they very well may continue to struggle with. Okay, the Seven of Cups energy, they're viewing you as the Seven of Cups. So I also feel this person idealizes you and has been very inspired by you, Scorpio. But I think they also find this relationship very confusing, because I am picking up on very different sort of love languages here. And I'm also picking up on, with this Page of Wands energy in reverse, someone who may not be very self-aware. And like I said, I'm not making excuses for bad behavior, but it's almost like they don't realize, or they didn't realize, how their energy, a lack of either self-control, whether it's outbursts, whether it's just being all over the place, or this inability to commit, how much that affects the people that are close to them. And so I feel that they're confused as to why you would maybe get angry, or why you would get upset with them or hurt. All right. And the Five of Cups, but they do know that you're grieving. They do know that they've hurt you. They do know that you're feeling the loss. And the Five of Swords, so double fives. Yeah, so 55 is about conflict. It's a master number of conflict, fluctuation, change. And you have definitely changed this person's perspective. And I feel that you serve, Scorpio, as a major sort of inspiration or impetus for some change in this person's life, an awakening. But they also know that I feel there's been quite a bit of chaos and conflict here. And a lot of that stems from them not being self-aware. And they know that you're hurt. They know that there's conflict, maybe the way that they left things, maybe by, I don't know if they had, some of you, they may have had other options around them. But the Three of Wands, it's interesting. So I'm an intuitive reader, and this is not the traditional reading of the Three of Wands. But it's interesting because look at how he's sitting there kind of pensive, kind of lonely, and he's looking at the relationship up here in the sky as this sort of otherworldly thing. So I feel like your person really needs to work on some grounding. Again, this may be somebody who really idealized you or the connection. And the minute, there was a glimpse of you being human or, maybe even imperfect, this person's bubble may have burst. And again, that's no fault of your own. We're all human and we're all imperfect. But I also feel like this person spends a lot of time thinking about the relationship, may even be inspired by the relationship, particularly if somebody here is very creative, like musician or artist or poet, whatever it might be. I feel that this relationship has served as, as like a muse or as like inspiration for art even, whether that's you or them, I'm not so sure. And we get the High Priestess energy in reverse. See, your person has a blocked third eye chakra, and that would make sense on what I was picking up on. That's somebody who has brain fog, who's kind of confused. They don't trust their intuition. I feel they're very impulsive. They may have a very overactive imagination as well. So I do feel this person may also have bouts of jealousy or maybe imagining that you were doing things behind their back or doing things that you weren't doing. So I feel like your person has a real hard time. I feel like you and this person don't see the relationship in the same way. All right. Let's see. That's Pisces, Cancer energy. And we get the Knight of Pentacles energy in reverse. So I feel also your person, I kind of feel like you're dealing with somebody who's not quite self-aware, Scorpio, very impulsive. And I think they have a hard time wrapping their head around what happened, why you were so angry. Even if you spelled it out for this person. And we get the Hanged Man. So really strong Pisces energy. The Hanged Man energy tells me that there's definitely... I'm not sure they've had this download quite yet, Scorpio. I mean, maybe some of them have, maybe some of them haven't. But I do feel, and I've been picking it up from the beginning, that this connection, you serve a very important purpose on this person's life path. And that was to awaken them to a different way of loving, a different way of being. And I feel like your creativity or your energy is, despite what may have happened, quite inspiring for this person. All right, so let's see what lessons, what are you meant to learn from this connection or from this person? What are my dear Scorpios meant to learn or to know about this person or the purpose of this connection? What do my Scorpios need to know here? So we have happiness. You're encouraged to find your happy place. Don't let a situation rob you of your joy. Wow. Okay. So this is also, I feel like, a strong message. Many of my Scorpios, it could also be that you are being put on your life's path, discovering your life's purpose. And that may have been something that you weren't able to do with this person by your side. And so I'm also seeing that you may have gained a lot of sort of inspiration from even not being in this connection or from what you experienced, being able to transmute this energy, not letting this situation rob you of your joy, finding what you're good at, finding what you love to do, and really, really milking that. Loyalty. Fidelity and dedication to your partner is important to strengthen your bond. And Scorpios, I'm seeing here that with this Seven of Cups energy, this may have been a real issue in this connection. Of course, whether it was with you or whether it was with them. but I feel like your person wasn't able to focus. I kind of just get that they're all over the place a little bit, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. Let's see. And transforming. Something must change. We can do it voluntarily, or the universe will upend it for us. Yeah, and I was picking up on that early on in this reading with these oracle cards, that many of you, there has been a tower moment. There has been, this was divine intervention because it wasn't healthy, or it wasn't for your highest and greatest good. And I feel like for this person as well, and especially I'm seeing like a lot of fighting, a lot of arguing, a lot of like impulsive, reactive energy. Sacred time and space. Create uninterrupted time to reconnect with one another. Eliminating distractions will strengthen your bond. Yeah, and I feel that there were a lot of distractions in this connection. Now, maybe some of my Scorpios, you were distracted by work or your life's purpose or your creativity. Maybe they were, maybe both of you were, but I'm getting this message coming through really strong. This need to really put time and effort into this connection, and someone and or maybe both weren't able to do that. And even if there was a lot of potential here, it was like, you know, the connection wasn't able to move and to grow in a healthy way, transform into something, because, you know, with your person's energy coming out of self-sabotage, you know, they may have had something really good and like started to switch it up on you because of that self-sabotage energy. That's kind of what I'm getting. And directness. There's a need for clear, concise communication, which will eliminate ambiguity. So I definitely feel there's a lot of confusion here. And maybe some of my Scorpios, you've learned that it's so important, you know, to say what you mean what you say, and be very direct. Because I feel this person is still left in an energy of confusion, but I don't think that's all your fault though, by any means, because I do see this person has a blocked third eye chakra. And so you could have been clear as day, as direct as they come, and this person still might not have really been able to grasp, because I do feel that they're lacking that self-awareness and self-respect. We must first honor ourselves. Yeah, so that's for you, Scorpio. I feel that this connection, it definitely, like with all of this fire energy, and especially the Queen of Wands energy in reverse, there may have been some sort of third party. There may have been a lot of people sort of intervening on this, in this connection, and not creating that sacred time and space to reconnect with each other, and just being the two of you and creating that sort of bubble for this connection to grow and to flourish is definitely something I'm picking up on here. So let's take a look at the Kipper deck and see what possible action your person may take towards you. Okay, we'll see what possible action this person may take towards my Scorpios. Okay, we get Thief in reverse. For some of you, I am also getting, it's possible that like with this home energy as well, I don't know if you cohabitated, if you lived together, and if you didn't, I do feel that this person, like they may have left something at your home, they may, or you left something with them, they may come back and try to give it to you or ask you for something that they left behind. And we get imprisonment, but this person is really still kind of stuck with this imprisonment energy. They're stuck in a karmic cycle here. So they may make some excuses, Scorpio, to come towards you, or, you know, if they owe you money, you know, they may come back and pay you, or if you owe them money, which I'm not really picking up on, but, you know, I do feel that they are going to try to reach out. Now, for some of you, this person may have struggled with the law or struggle with the law. All right, how will this make my Scorpios feel? Despair in reverse. Okay, so I'm seeing you're not going to be totally stressing about it, and marriage in reverse. So Scorpios, what I'm seeing here is a lot of my Scorpios you've been working through this transformation. Now, I know this reading is for, you know, for the person who broke our heart, but I actually feel that when this person comes back around, the healing work that you've done, the new sort of perspective that you've gotten, look at that, the World card in reverse and the 10 of Pentacles, Tower in reverse. Okay, the messages are coming out really fast and really clear. Tower in reverse, Scorpio. This is that transformation that needed to take place to help you avoid disaster. I feel you've closed out this cycle and you're feeling that 10 of Pentacles energy, that you deserve the world, that I feel there's a sense of freedom, there's a sense of liberation. And with the energy of despair and marriage in reverse, the breakdown of this connection, I feel like it doesn't hurt as bad anymore. Now that you're healing, now that you're seeing this person differently, because you may be seeing this person, you know, we have that little mouse or that little rat there in a different perspective. You may have also sort of taken them off of that pedestal and may have also taken this connection, you know, this connection that you may have been sort of building up in your mind. I feel the reality of this person's actions and behavior is starting to shift how you view them. And I love this energy because this is telling me, my Scorpios, that you're going to be just fine. Okay? That you're going to be just fine. All right. Let's see what this person would like to say to you. What would this person like to say? Oh, you know what? Sorry, there's another, before I go there. I knew I was forgetting something. One moment. Okay, let's see what advice Spirit has for my Scorpios, please. Take time with your loved one to reconnect in your heart space. Wow. So I do feel that you two are very connected in the heart chakra here, Scorpio. And we get that energy coming out twice. Create uninterrupted time to reconnect in your heart space. Now, it is possible for some of you, this person is going to try to reconnect with you, Scorpio. And you all have free will. You can all do what feels right for you. But for a lot of you, I feel like, and again, I feel a lot of you, this person may make an excuse to sort of, you know, oh, you forgot your sweater at my house, or you left this necklace or something like that. So I do feel that this is also about reconnecting with yourself in that heart space, really healing that heart chakra. And the worst truth is better than the best lie. Okay, and with the Thief energy in reverse, this person may be coming in with a hard truth. You may also be dishing out a hard truth to this person, Scorpio. And Spirit saying, be careful of compromising yourself just to be connected to someone. You are never alone. All right? And Spirit saying, recognize the need to create healthy space between you and someone who is unhealthy. And to be honest, Scorpio, the energy I am picking up on with this person is that, you know, I don't know if you've had a real off and on connection. I do also feel that they've got a temper, or they kind of have they lash out. Spirit is saying to have very strong boundaries. I do think that they're going to try to sort of reopen this connection. And I also want you to be aware of the energy of closure. Closure is oftentimes code for, we're going to reopen this can of worms. We're going to reignite sort of this cord, you know, reattach this cord between us. All right. So just be aware of that. And again, trust your intuition, do what's right for you. You know, you might feel like home to this person, Scorpio. Again, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the role you have to play if it's not a healthy connection. I have I can't speak. I have unresolved feelings that I need to work through. Okay. Yes. I feel that they've really, really got to do some shadow work here. Take a real deep dive. We see this from two different perspectives. So I love that this is coming out because that's the energy I was picking up on. I feel like your person lacks clarity, lacks self-awareness, maybe even a bit of emotional intelligence, Scorpio. And I'm not just saying things trying to knock them down or to criticize them, but they're definitely, you're not seeing the situation the same. I enjoy your company, but don't want a commitment. Wow. So again, confirmation of your person having a hard time with follow through. My goodness. But it's not just in relationships, Scorpio. And this situation is messy. Yeah. And I feel that's why Spirit's saying, you know what? Recognize the need to create healthy space between you and someone who is unhealthy and someone here who's messy. All right, Scorpio. So let's get some advice for you. What messages, what advice, what guidance do we have for my dear Scorpios regarding this person, this connection? Clear messages and guidance, please, for my Scorpios. Beginnings. Don't be afraid to start small. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying, Scorpio, don't be afraid to start cut out on your own. Don't be afraid, you know, and if for some reason you do want to give this person another shot, you do feel like there's something here worth salvaging, you know, Spirit's saying, don't rush into anything. Step by step. Don't be afraid to start small. Joy. Look at this. This is coming out twice for you, Scorpios. Make time for the little things today. So we have the importance of joy and happiness. For a lot of my Scorpios, you may not be there yet, but some of you are, and you're realizing with that despair and the marriage card in reverse that you're happier on your own, or you're happier without dealing with this kind of messy, kind of dramatic, kind of impulsive, reactionary energy, because I feel that it was really draining for you. And weed. Don't tolerate less than you deserve. Wow. Yep. Scorpio, for some of you, you might not see this, but it was time to weed your garden and get rid of anything that just wasn't serving you. All right. Oh, Scorpios. All right. So I'm going to pull a few cards here to see if there's anybody else around you that Spirit would like you to be aware of. If, you know, maybe you're already with someone new. Then this might be confirmation. And if you're working on moving in a new direction, this may be someone who you're meant to take a look at. Okay, so clear messages and guidance, please, for any other energy that may be around my Scorpios. Okay, so someone who does not have children. I'm seeing like you want like a real adult relationship here after what you've been dealing with. You're calling it in. But then we get mama's boy. So the person, or this person, may have a close-knit relationship with their mother. It does not have to be, my readings are not gender specific. And it could just be somebody who just holds their mom in high regard, talks about her if she's alive or she's crossed over. And we get your ex. Wow, Scorpio. So this person, you know what's interesting? You know what's really interesting? And this has been happening in all of my readings, because I always mean to pull cards on, you know, a new energy around you, if you're ready to start looking, or maybe if you have moved on. And it's really interesting because I always have been getting new energy, and then I've also been getting past energy coming through. And I feel this is confirmation of the person that you were dealing with. They may be very childish, and yes, they are coming back, but Spirit's telling you, you deserve somebody who's adult, who's okay with adulting, that has your back, that doesn't want to bring you drama and, you know, messiness. All right. And so we have casual. So again, we said, make time for the little things. Don't be afraid to start small. You may have somebody around you already who is a friend, you know, is a friend. So if you're not ready to get out there and date, or maybe you are, wherever you are on your healing journey, I feel this is just a message for my Scorpios to just, you know, to take it slow. Take it slow. You're in the process of healing, releasing this energy. And I feel like you're in recovery from something that was quite messy, and you have to honor yourselves and honor your healing journey. All right, Scorpios, I'm going to leave it here. I'm sending you so much love and light. If these messages resonate, I'm going to ask that you hit that like button, share, subscribe, check out the description box for ways you can get a private reading, or if you like the cards I'm using, or you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Love and light, my Scorpios. Take care.